Hello, dear friends. The global landscape is preparing for significant changes as we move into an eventful week. Opinion piece: Global turmoil, turbulent times, a year of sowing, a new historical era, a feeling of lightness, culmination of events, release from pressure. Everything is accelerating. A new world is being born. Let's start. The intensification of world events is not a sign of failure, but of transformation, according to Keshraj. Light amplifies everything. Voices will be raised where power has been abused, where truth has been most silenced, and structures will be shaken. This is the natural response of a world readjusting toward greater coherence. As new frequencies enter, long-hidden imbalances will surface. This energy doesn't create chaos, it reveals it. What we are witnessing as upheavals is the release of pressure that has long been maintained in systems built on separation, fear, and repression. Disruption precedes reorganization. What cannot be aligned with the incoming energy of peace and love will dissolve. What is rooted in truth will endure. The process of cleansing and awakening will intensify. Hold the vision of a world reborn in harmony and unity. These are not times for war heroes, but for heroes of peace, those who illuminate, heal wounds, and guide the world with love. What we are experiencing now are signs of rebirth leading to the ascension of the collective. Don't be swayed by fear of the changes and movements we are witnessing. Those who are centered become carriers of the new frequency. Culmination. The transformation of humanity is not a punishment, but a culmination according to Keshraj. It has the support of many beings of light to stabilize the process and ensure that the ascension unfolds according to divine law. You are not lazy. You are exhausted from living a life that was never true to your nature. What appears to be lack of motivation is in reality your inner intelligence withdrawing energy from the definition of success that demands constant performance. You are at a moment of transition, where the illusion fades and your energy is reorganized to align with your higher calling and your divine purpose, says Keshraj. January. January marks the beginning of a year of sowing according to Natalia Alba. This month is represented by Neptune's entry into Aries and the energy of Aquarius, confirming the shift in mindset that the collective is experiencing and helping to release what is hidden and repressed. It is a year for sowing and reaping. When sowing is conscious, it is usually immediate. This year teaches us the importance of remembering our own divinity to continue creating the new reality. Between two worlds, according to Chilia Wilder, the world feels like a crossroads between two different realities. On one side, there is a chaotic illusion marked by war, conflict, and instability, a place dominated by fear and division. On the other hand, there is a reality where you embody your higher self, walking with clarity, peace, and purpose, aware of your potential and the impact you can have on the world. Ismael Perez highlights the role of the Space Force in planetary defense, with the support of benevolent beings. He focuses on stabilizing the timeline and preparing for cosmic disclosure. The Space Force uses advanced technology to neutralize underground bases and orbital platforms. Multidimensional beings provide energy shields to collapse negative timelines and amplify ascension. 2026 is not just a new year, but the beginning of a new energetic and spiritual stage for humanity. Cryon points to this year as the dawn of a luminous and transformative energy. Humanity is entering something entirely new, not a repeated cycle, but a stage never before experienced. 2026 marks the first year after the shift. This signifies the defeat of the old energy and the entry into a new phase called dimensional shift. This entails new opportunities that were previously blocked, spiritual renewal, a greater divine connection, and an opening of shamanic gifts. Expect positive synchronicities and energetic support culminating in 2030. Emptiness. For many years, Vidya Fraser has described the emptiness of ascension. It is a period when life begins to feel flat and empty. You are no longer as interested in the things that once excited you. You find that you no longer connect with certain friends as you once did. You find yourself spending more time at home, and you begin to wonder if life will ever be exciting again. You also realize that the life you have lived is no longer as comfortable. You feel a growing longing for something indescribable, a deep memory of a much brighter reality from long ago. Furthermore, there is a deeper stage of emptiness called the ascension waiting room. This is a phase in which you feel that your life here is over, and you are now in a state of quiet waiting for some sign of change to appear. You no longer recognize yourself, and yet a greater sense of lightness, clarity, and awareness may also appear for brief periods, and sometimes spiritual gifts may emerge. But for some reason, the uncomfortable monotony remains. Reset news. According to Mr. Poole, the war between darkness and light is the struggle between Satan's reptilian bloodline and Jesus' human bloodline. Charlie Watt says banks now have to comply with Basel III. Metal prices will rise and fiat currencies will fall. Stable coins account for more than half on all chain transactions volume, surpassing most other crypto assets in use. According to Mr. Whiplash, we are not only observing history, but witnessing the destruction of the old system. A new world is being born. The banking empire is being confiscated, and quantum voting, education, and healing systems are ready. Stable coins now account. No, this is a repetition. Excuse me. Everything is accelerating. According to Mr. Poole, things are accelerating. By the end of this week, many will feel a shift. Not loud, not flashy, but unmistakable. You have felt it growing, silent at first, like a low hum beneath the surface of everything. But now it's undeniable. The pressure is turning into movement, and that movement is turning into momentum. Things are accelerating behind closed doors. Meetings that were once hypothetical are now urgent. Agreements that were stalled are suddenly being signed. Key figures who previously spoke in vague terms are now speaking clearly. What was distant is becoming present, and as this global shift unfolds, something deeper emerges with it: hope. Not the kind you are sold in headlines or slogans. The feeling you get when systems begin to bend and then break under the weight of truth. Those who never had a seat at the table are being invited in, not by permission but by design. This reset isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about rebalancing the scales. It's about what happens when people who have waited in silence are suddenly given the tools to rebuild their lives. Many will feel a shift by the end of this week. Not loud, not flashy, but unmistakable. Emails will be sent. Quiet messages will arrive in boxes. Calls will come through that shift. You may not see it in the news, but you will feel it deep inside. It's a feeling that something is turning in your favor. People will start noticing small things. Easing of restrictions, unlocking of funds, changes in conversations. The first to act will be those who have observed the signs and remained alert. Not everyone will understand it immediately, but you will, because you have been paying attention. And when that door opens, it won't just be for the elite, but for the people who have waited long enough, for those who have sacrificed, for those who refuse to give up, even though the system gave them every reason to. So breathe, stay grounded, trust what you know. The next few days will test your patience, but they will also reward your preparedness. What's happening now isn't just a financial reset, but a personal one. And when the next week is over, the path ahead may look nothing like the one you have left behind. You have no idea what's coming. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.